Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Spider. Welcome back to another review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the LEGO Movie Cloud Cuckoo Palace. This is set number 70803. This set's released back in 2014 and is obviously based on the LEGO Movie. So, with that out of the way, we should get this review started. First things first, we're going to take a look at the packaging. Let's get to it. Alrighty, so here we have the box. You got a nice picture of the set. You got a bunch of characters that come with the set. You got that dang glare that, glare's not there anymore. You got a bunch of information about the set. That's pretty much it for that. You got the back of the box, which shows you all the things that the set can do. You got the top of the box with some words and then the names of the characters, which that's usually on the front. Don't know why it's on the top, but whatever. You got the bottom of the box with some words and the barcode there. You got the side of the box. You got the other side of the box with the characters' names in different languages, if you care to read that. And then that is pretty much it for that. And next up, we have the instructions. We got the instructions. You got that same nice little picture there. And then it just tells you how to build the set and how to do all the things. And then you got this advertisement for the sets you can get. I always like looking at these pictures, even if I know I'm never going to get these sets. They're just cool to look at. And you got a little piece count, all the pieces that come with the set, and then always, of course, wait. All right, that all out of the way. Let's get into the set itself. Alrighty, so here we have the set. We're going to start things off by taking a look at the minifigures, because, well, I want to. Anyway, so, whoops, I bumped the camera. So, first things first, we're going to take a look at the star of the movie. If I can get him to stay put. Here we have little Emmett. And Emmett is quite nice. He's got a nice little smile there, which looks very nice. He got his little construction worker outfit, which is pretty cool. You got a little badge there that says Emmett, and I love that it actually says Emmett. I mean, they could have just put a bunch of scribbles there, but no, they actually put his name. Very, very nice. Yeah. And you do have his hair, which I believe was a custom piece at the time. It was like made just for these sets. Hadn't been used before, I think. Could be wrong. Probably wrong. Anyways, flipping around. You have the back of the figure with the piece of resistance. Move that. See more of his back detail. And then you do have the little tracker, which the instructions does tell you to put on him, which I think is a neat little detail. Although if you haven't seen the movie, you'd probably be kind of confused. Like, why does it tell me to put a stud on his leg? What's going on there? So, that's kind of funny. Anyways, he does have its next face, so we'll pop his hair off and flip the head around. So now he's got a more worried expression. And that's pretty much it for Emmett. Now, on to Wild Style. Maybe she's too close to the camera. Yeah, I think that's a little better. So we have her primarily black outfit with some nice purplish pink and blue neon colors. So very nice. She also got those same colors highlighted in her hair, which is quite nice. We'll pop off the hair so we can get a closer look at the face there. She's got a nice little smirk on her. She does have some little, you can't see it super well. No, it's not coming up very well on camera, but she does have some little freckles on her face, which I think is cute. I do like me some freckles, but then again, I might be biased because I got a few myself. Anyways, yeah, she's quite nice. And you got back of the figure. It's very nice. You got this folded down hood piece, which I think is very nice. Usually they would just kind of print that on the back, but no, they actually have a whole new piece to represent that, and it looks very nice. And we got the interior painted in that same kind of pinkish purple neon color, just like her arms. Which, holy crap, her arms are printed. I don't know why I just noticed that, but yeah, her arms are printed. Oh, one of her arms is printed. That's cool. Yeah, and her little foot is printed too. And just like Emmett, she does have an alternate expression, although it's not all that different from her normal expression. It's just kind of slightly different. There, you can see she's got her serious face now, more furrowed brows. So that's pretty much it for them. Put them back, and now we have a Skeletron in a suit, who apparently is called the Executron. Sure, why not? He's got a nice little robot face with some sunglasses. He got hair. He got his nice little business suit. And he does have, whoops, come on camera, focus on it. I don't really want to focus on it, but he does have, oh, you can see it a little bit there. He does have a itty bitty little badge there. Got that nice little golden speck there. That's his badge. Yeah. Looks nice. It does come with a little pair of Lego handcuffs, which is pretty cool because I think this set was my first time ever getting the handcuffs. It was cool seeing how they work when they just clip on the wrist like that. It's quite nice. And you got the back of the figure, which ain't not much going on there. So yeah, just a little Skeletron in a suit. I do wish his hands were silver so they matched his face instead of just this flat gray. It doesn't look great. And I also kind of wish that we got a different looking Skeletron, because in the movie, when Cloud Cuckoo Land was being attacked, they had the Skeletrons in the SWAT outfits, but for some reason they just got one in a suit, which don't really feel like there was too many of those in that scene at the time, so it's kind of weird. But that's pretty much it for him. Also, he doesn't have any alternate faces. And then we have Princess Unikitty. There we go, that's just more. Dang it. I'm trying to get her centered here. Here we go. Here we have Princess Unikitty, who is appropriately adorable. I mean, just look at that face. What's your little face? And the face is printed on. It's not a sticker. In fact, I don't think there are any stickers on this set. So that's nice. Yeah. Got a nice little cat unicorn thing. Her head can rotate on this little stud here. So that's pretty cool. I also like the way they did the horn, where they have this new piece, at least I think it was new at the time, this little stud with the hole in it. You put the horn in there. I do like that they made that piece. I feel like you can do a lot of creative stuff with that new piece. Yeah. She looks very nice. Then you have her back, which is just blank, except for those cracks. I don't like that, but unfortunately she does have some cracks on her. And then there's a snail. Yeah, for some reason the set comes with a snail figure. Don't know why. Don't remember them appearing in the movie. Then again, maybe they did. There was a lot of stuff going on in the Cloud Cuckoo Land scene, but yeah, you got a little snail. It's a pretty neat little build. I like it. He's got little googly eyes, and you can take them off and reposition them so you can be looking around and stuff. You can give them some silly expressions and whatnot, so that's fun. And that is pretty much it for the minifigures. On to the main set itself. Alrighty, so here we have the main set, the Cloud Cuckoo Palace, which is pretty neat. The base is all this white rounded pieces to simulate a cloud, which does look quite cool. So you got a nice white rounded pieces all over, which do look pretty cool. And then you got this little spinner thing there, and you get these little spinny things here. So you can spin those if you want, or don't. I don't know. You have some flowers spread across the whole build. You have these little ouches, some arches and slopes. I can speak, I swear. And you get a bunch of other random assortment of colors all over the set. And then you got a little sun sticking out over here. Ain't that cute? I did lose one of the pointed bits. That's unfortunate. Don't know where that went. But I did add this little star piece here, because it was a little extra leftover piece from the set. Which won't focus for some reason. There you go. This little star piece, and I decided I'm going to put that on the sun. Why? Because I feel like it. You got these little lime green windows, I guess. Don't really know. And you got this little rounded top piece, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, it's just a very bizarre looking set, to say the least. But that is in line for Cloud Cuckoo Land. And then you got the back of the set, which is just nothing really going on here. You got the little gears that make these things spin. See, that's pretty much it. I don't really know why it's called the Cloud Cuckoo Palace. It's really just kind of a wall than it is a palace. But, I don't know. You do have, obviously, the multiple levels to it, so you can put a figure down here if you wanted, or you could put him up. You could put him up there if you wanted. There we go. You put him up there if you wanted. For crying out loud. I think she's sticking on, she isn't. There you go. You can put him up there if you wanted. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for this. It's something. But we're not quite done yet, because there is this little side build that also comes with it. And it is basically a flower launcher thingy. So we'll set that up and bring out the Executron and set him up. And then we'll just launch the flower at him. Doesn't always work. It's hard to aim this thing. It's not very precise. Just in there. Alright, we'll try again. Yeah, works better on a flat surface than it does studs, because it gets a little too securely. But if you do end up putting on a flat surface, I'm gonna bring the box back for a quick second, just so we can show this off a little better. There. Or we're just gonna miss, whatever. So yeah, if you can actually aim, unlike I can, you'll knock him over. It's a neat little thing. Honestly, I kind of have a bit more fun. I can't speak. I have a bit more fun with this bit than I do with the actual main build itself. So you put a little extra flower there, which the set doesn't actually tell you to do that, but pretty much everyone just instinctually just puts that flower there. Also, if you take out the ammo and you just look at the thing from the top, it kind of looks like a toilet. Like, I can never see this piece without thinking it looks like a toilet seat. Also, unfortunately, you get some cracking on the pieces. I don't know what was going on with this set, but some of the pieces just are a little fragile. Which is unfortunate. But hey, what are you going to do? So that is pretty much all the things to talk about in regards to this set. And, yeah, it's a neat little thing. You know, got a bunch of wacky colors and shapes and spinnies and flowers, which I do really like these translucent flower bits. I actually kind of wish more of these translucent, like, vibrant colors were used throughout the set instead of just these two flower launching thingies. Because I really do like the way that these turned out. They look very, very nice to me. But, whatever. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. So we shall move on to the size comparisons. Alrighty, now I usually start off the size comparisons with a Lego minifigure, but that'd be kind of redundant here, so we're just skipping right ahead to the Pack of Destruction minifigure Mothra. The Pack of Destruction minifigure Godzilla. Now, onto some more relevant size comparisons. Here it is with the Lego DC Superheroes Catwoman Cat Cycles City Chase. Because, you know, it's Batman. Actually, it's kind of weird that Batman isn't in this set. Because he was there when this whole thing was going down, but whatever. Next thing we got is the Lego Dino Ambush Attack Set. Come on, come on. Alright, they're just going to lay down. So there it is with that set. Because, you know, Chris Pratt. Where's Emmett? Dinosaurs. Anyways, we'll get that out of there. And finally, here we have it with the previous review, the Bandai Creation Chibi Godzilla 6-pack. Alright, that's it for the size comparisons. Now, it's measuring time. We're just going to be measuring the main set here. Let's move some of these characters out of the way. You can see a bit clear. So the main set here is a bit over 6 inches, if you count the little red doohickey there. You can't really see because the camera's not high enough. Boop bop, there she goes. There you can see, about almost 6.5 inches tall, and width of the set, I have it the other way. Is about the same as the height, so it's about as wide as it is high. Neat. So that is pretty much all I've got to say for the sets. Let me get all the characters situated again off camera. Alright, so now we got everybody more situated so it looks more appropriate for the ending. So yeah, overall, this set's alright. It's a neat little thing. It's got some cool things to it. But the main set itself is just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's more like a backdrop than it is like a playable set. At least in my opinion, I don't know. Your opinion might vary to mine, which is very possible because we're all individuals. But overall, it's a fine set. Honestly, I think the minifigures are cooler than the actual set itself, because you do get a good chunk of the main cast here. I mean, you get Unikitty, Wild Style, Emmett, oh, and of course, can't forget Snail. So yeah, that's actually the reason why I got the set, because it comes with a bunch of cool figures. Specifically, Unikitty. I really wanted to get her because she just looks so cute. Don't judge me. Anyways. So, yeah, the set itself is just kind of decent to me, but the minifigures are quite cool. I do really like them. And if you wanted this set for yourself, obviously it's not in stores anymore, but on eBay it's going for around $25 open and out of the box, which, if I remember correctly, I think was actually close to the original price this set sold for. However, if you wanted it brand new in the box, it's gonna be closer to around like $50, which, yeah, this ain't no $50 set. So I recommend trying to find a pre-owned set that is in, you know, pretty good condition, and then try and get that, because yeah, this ain't worth $50. But anyways, that's all I've got to say. Hope you all enjoyed. See you later. Sayonara. Bye.